Back with another review today. Thought I'd get these reviews done for the KZ Caster. I also have here the TRN MT4 Pro and the CCA Duo, which are all two dynamic drivers, dual dynamic drivers. The dynamic drivers have been very popular recently. There's a lot of people who follow like the tri-fi scene to know, so I thought, yeah, I'd jump in and see what the budget end of the tri-fi market offered in terms of sound quality, that sort of thing. As you could probably tell by most of my reviews, I go for more like the budget end of the spectrum. So yeah, anyway, most of these aren't on stock cables, but I'm using the TRN conch cable on the caster base at the moment, and I've got a QKZ T1 cable on the caster silver, and I do have the original stock cable on the MT4 Pro. What I found with these dual dynamic drivers is, yeah, you do get a little bit of bass extension with some of them, depending on the tuning. Obviously with the caster bass, it was tuned to more of a bassy style of signature, which definitely did come through in the tuning. My first dual dynamic was the CCA Duo, which is a dual 7mm dynamic. I believe the casters have a 10 and an 8mm dynamics. I think maybe the TRN does as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they've basically got the same drivers in the TRN MT4 Pro and the KZ casters. Out of all of these, I actually kind of preferred the detail that I got out of the caster silver. I haven't actually used the switches on that at the moment. I kind of like the stock tuning as it came in, which I think all the switches were down, and I did choose a 0100 setting for the caster black, which I think it elevated the mids just a little bit, which gave it a little more balanced sound, which I really liked. But yeah, with the caster silver, in the stock configuration, it had really nice treble and mid extension up top, so you get that extra little bit of detail. And the MT4 Pro was tuned very similarly to the caster silver, but I thought that the caster silver was sounded just a little cleaner, and the MT4 Pro, I mean, there's not much difference between the both of them, really. Like, just that little bit of extra kind of cleanliness in the details that I thought in the caster silver over the MT4 Pro. The MT4 Pro did have a little more bass than the caster silver. It's kind of like a halfway in between the silver and the black version, or the bass version of the casters, the MT4 Pro. And the I found the CCA Duo probably the most neutral tuning of all of them, which is I did kind of like it, but I liked the kind of like the bassy signature on the Caster Black, but like for details, yeah, I did prefer the silver. But if you like, depends on what kind of sound signature you're looking for. If you're looking for a bassier, warmer, more fun kind of a sound, I think you'd like the Caster Black. I mean, they've got the same drivers, so if you wanted to use EQ to bump up the bass of the Caster Silver, you'd get a good level of bass and detail as well. But I mean, all you'd have to do if you wanted a little more detail in the mids and treble, you'd just bump up the mid and treble of the Caster bass, or vice versa. You could bump up the bass of the silver if you wanted to. And I mean, they got the exact same dynamic drivers, just a different crossover. So you know, it depends on what you want. If you just want a bassier signature, the Caster Black is very good. I found out of all of them, it had probably the cleanest bass. Was a bit smoother than the other dynamic drivers I tried. Had a bit more, had some nice weight to it. They're fairly good with all genres. They're pretty versatile. They're not. I mean, they're not going to be mind blowing for the price, but they are pretty fun sounding sets. I think the build quality wise, I think the build quality was better on the Casters than the MT4 Pro. The MT4 Pro just feels just slightly more, I don't know, more got more of a plasticky, cheaper feel to it over the Casters. They feel a little more solid. They have a bit nicer resin shell, whereas the MT4 Pros just feel just a little cheaper in the build quality. But they did come with a better cable. I'll give them that. And I really love the metallic paint on these, which I think really makes them stand out. And the vents on these actually do serve a purpose. They do let air escape from the back of the units as well. I mean, there's not a lot of difference between all these units. Like, apart from the Duel, which I said did mention was the most neutral of all of them, and pretty clean as well. They're all reasonably clean sounding for the price range. But yeah, my personal pick over all of those was the Caster Silver, just for that little bit of extra detail in the upper mids and treble. But yeah, the Caster Blacks are great with more bassier genres like hip hop and dubstep drum bass, that sort of thing. Metal, they're great with metal. Love them for metal. I think if you're more into genres like jazz and vocal tracks, Caster Silver would probably be good for you. I think they have really like nice vocals, and like mid-range instruments sound great. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what else to say about them. So pick your poison. And yeah, if you, I mean, they're only about ranging between 15 and $20 each. So I mean, it's not a huge dent in the pocket to buy one or two of them and to try them out yourselves. It's very affordable little sets, and yeah, they all do sound pretty good for their price. I mean, a couple of years ago, you'd never get something like this for $15 to $20. not in a million years. But now, I mean, there's killer sets coming out in the $15 to $20 range all over the place these days. Like, I mean, you got your KZ Krillas as well. They were really good. I really like the tuning on them too. They had a really nice punchy bass, much like the Caster Blacks. They had a really nice punchy sort of tight bass, and I mean, KZ, I think for the most part KZ's been bringing out some pretty good sets. They've had a couple of hits and misses from other reviews I've seen. I mean, I don't have everything they've brought out, but I have seen a couple of reviews that weren't so hot on a couple of the other releases, like their hybrid units, other hybrid units. But yeah, I think these are an absolute like deal on great value, for like good build quality, and yeah, just they're all quite fun to listen to, like just and you compare them with your earhook, TWS earhook as well. If you got the AZ09 Pros or the AZ15s, you can use those with these sets as well. But, yeah, I mean, there's not a lot else I can say about them. If you happen to try them, I'd like to hear what you thought of them as well. Anyway, yeah, that's about all I need to say about those for now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm out.